My knapsack on my back. My knapsack on my back.
Welcome. The bike is still there. At one point yesterday, I was rather hoping we'd leave it all unlocked and somebody would nick the bloody thing. Anyway, I'm making my way down to a Campanile breakfast. Not sure what to expect. So I arrived here very late last night, about 11:20 I think, and then I had to get all my stuff up into the first floor, and it was well after midnight before I went to sleep. Anyway, we must press on. We don't let little things stop us, do we? Not us Wiltshire whizzes. So I'm off to breakfast. Done some laundry last night. So memories of Ireland, and nothing quite dry enough yet. So I'm attending breakfast. Well, at least I'm having something decent to eat today. Memories of Ireland, but not quite the same breakfast, but in the same garb. I'm going commando, but nobody knows. The thing I didn't mention last night was when I rocked up to this hotel at about 11:15 last night, the reception light was on, and I went and found a place to park, and when I went back I saw the lights go out, the door was locked. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to sleep under a bloody tree or something. Anyway, a young guy was obviously waiting for me, and had put my key in one of these key locks. So, I mean, I'd have never found it. Another bloody shock I didn't need. Right, so I'm ready for the off. My God, look at my t-shirt dragged down. Today, skirting around Lake Geneva, not going into Switzerland. It's about 160 miles, but I'm going in a loop. So if I need to, I can cut off that loop. I'm looking knackered already, aren't I? Also, started to record something in slow motion. Silly old me. So, ready for the off. Oh, I haven't put the thing on. Doesn't matter. Just noticed I haven't put my beeline on. I think I'm going to get it out actually. So we're basically skirting around Lake Geneva, not going into Switzerland, and then heading south a bit. It's about 160 miles. But I'm going around in a loop, so if necessary I'll just cut off the loop if I'm too knackered. Anyway, let's see what the day brings. Let's hope it's better than the last 2 days. Please God. Well, I'm back on the road, heading south from Besancon, and I don't want to tempt fate, but I've got my fingers crossed. So I'm about 25 miles into my ride this morning. Don't want to tempt fate, but all seems to be well. Beginning to see some beautiful vistas. and I've planned to come off busy roads a bit later, so hopefully my plans will be realised. Just coming into a few twisties. Stone tunnel. I needed to get off that busy road. Hope I don't regret it. Going up through some kind of gorge. I don't like those kind of level crossings, I have to say. I just don't want to be the one that ends up on the real So we've hit some twisties. I suspect they're nothing compared with what I'm going to hit. Let's hope we don't use the word hit. Domestically. But just come off onto this road, hoping it's going to be a nice one. I almost hate to say it, but today has been a better day. I'm just wondering whether I should be getting my knee down on these roads. Right, so we're absolutely completely lost in this metropolis I've just been through. But here's something interesting. It's a little bit like being on the north border of the United States, where on one side of the road on my right is France, and on the other side, behind those trees, is Switzerland. By the exorbitant €40 in Switzerland. This is now Switzerland. It says about irrigation. So you can come straight across the border into Switzerland. I did see some customs huts online. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Any roundabouts. Lights or roundabout or something. That's the other reason I didn't want to come to Switzerland. It is against the law for a motorcycle to filter past queued traffic. On pain of death, I understand. Why the hell would you ever have a motorbike and have filter to the front of queues safely? So will I bugger it. away. Blow it. Oh dear. Right, well, I've made it down onto Lake Geneva. I have to say, it's bloody hot. The water is very inviting, but I'm not going to go skinny dipping. Thought I'd show you where I am, right on the banks of the lake. I'm now going to head up into the mountains and go off to my lodgings, which is going to be about an hour and a half, I think, and maybe slightly more if I dawdle. So the racket you may be able to hear of people excitedly running around in the garden. These are people who seem to have probably rented this cottage next to the lake. And they're all getting extremely excited. Heaven knows what they'll be like when they've had a few drinks inside them later on. Anyway, I'm heading back into France. Well, I think this is the last I shall see of Switzerland. I think I'm right in saying the last time I was here was when Tom and Holly were very young. When we went up in a chairlift. The Swiss flag is here. Don't know whether this is officially fallen. Looks like it. Back in France. Yeah, he said, when I'm big and hairy like you, Dad, I will bring my little boy on holiday to Switzerland. That's not happened yet, but maybe it will. So welcome back to France. Welcome to France, as somebody says. I always think the Swiss villages are the prettiest. Well, I think we're going to see some pretty places. beautiful. Just one after another of these mountain villages. Lovely. Lovely. Bouge. Well, I think it is. $30 it says on the pharmacy sign. Bloody hell. I need to get back and have a shower. Some water. Pretty little town. Mountains over there. Managed to get myself in the middle of a bloody farmyard, so I'm having to have a search and see which way to go. Oh dear. Oh, well, I tried to pick an interesting road, but it ended up as a farm track. So, that is no good to me. Very rural round here. This is a beautiful road, possibly not as beautiful as the one I had planned, but unfortunately I don't have an off-road bike, so anyway. I'm just looking forward to getting some water. It is so bloody hot. I don't think I'm going to want much to eat tonight because I had a baguette with tuna for lunch. Just as well I bought the little device for the beeline, because the sun was so bright I just couldn't see it on the phone. Whereas it works really well, it's really, really good. Oh, snow on the mountains. I think it's right that people know how exceptionally clean we bikers are. I've washed these socks before I went for dinner, and now I've done some more washing, and it's out to dry. The underwear is out to dry, so hopefully tomorrow morning. Oh look, skidoos. Tomorrow morning everything should be dry and ready to wear again and again. So with all my good intentions, I'm afraid I lapsed, and I was sitting at this table with good view of the bike, having a couple of lefts, very nice beer, and then I thought this pork looked like a healthy option, which the green stuff was a little bit not to my liking really, but then I decided to take an unhealthy option, and I'm not sorry I did. Would you be?